Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking with you about The Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. The Assassin's Apprentice is the first book in a fantasy trilogy called the Farseer trilogy. It is also the first trilogy in a kind of whole larger series called the Realm of the Elderlings, which consists of 4 trilogies and 1 quartet. In The Assassin's Apprentice, we follow a young boy, very young, he's 6 at the beginning of the story, but we follow a young boy named Fitz. Fitz is the illegitimate son of Prince Chivalry, who is the king in waiting. Prince Chivalry had no idea that Fitz exists until one day his grandfather drops him off at the doors of the keep, no longer wanting to take care of him. As an illegitimate child, Fitz is despised by the people of the keep. He really struggles to kind of find a place to fit in, and it's just a very lonely tale. It's in the royal family's best interest to keep him really close so that they can keep an eye on what he is doing, what his desires are, and make sure that the wrong person doesn't try to get in and be an influence in his life. So they keep him very close. They train him up in various different things, one of them being as an assassin. That does seem a little strange to think of training someone up to be really skilled in killing people stealthily when you don't want them to become a threat. But the reason why they do this is because if they can keep him loyal and give him a job and kind of use him a bit as a tool, they don't have to worry about him going against him, and they also know exactly what he's doing. So they're trying to keep his loyalty, but also have him be of value to them somehow. So Fitz is trained as an assassin. He's trained in various other things like swordplay, caring for animals, and the use of herbs. And throughout this tale, he is really just trying to find where he fits in, figure out who he himself is, and just make connections and real relationships with people. Because oftentimes, because of who he is, people are just, even the people who are in his life that seem to make some sort of connection with him, they can often still be very distant. There are 2 sorts of magic systems within this book, and they're both, I think, kind of 2 sides of the same coin. So the first is the wit. Now, the wit is kind of frowned upon. It's seen as being a little bit more of a backwoods magic system, and it involves kind of forming bonds with different animals. The second magic system is the skill, and this is what the royal family kind of has an affinity for, and they are usually trained in. With the skill, you are able to communicate with others with your mind. You're able to see what they are seeing, and you can also kind of plant ideas and desires within their heads to get them to do what you want to do. One thing I really enjoyed is it has this kind of old medieval feel to its setting. There are knights, there's swordplay, there's the use of herbs as medicine, and we have the medieval court life feel to things. Like I said, it does kind of start off a little bit slow, but at the end it really does pick up, and I hear from everyone that has read multiple Robin Hobb books or all the books in the series that it really only gets better from here. I think Robin Hobb does a really great job in building up the characters, in putting you into Fitz's perspective. You really feel for him and you feel all of his struggles to make those connections with animals and with people. The way she writes about the world is really good too. It's definitely not like an atmospheric read, and I don't feel like she gets hung up on tons of little details, but I definitely feel like this world is very real. You will become so attached to Fitz. There were multiple moments where the tears were definitely flowing. For most of the story, you're at Buck Keep, which is the royal residence, but I do really enjoy that there are bits where we're kind of getting out and getting to explore more of the world. So I really look forward to, in future books, hopefully getting to go out and learn more about the entire realm of the 6 duchies. Ultimately, I would say this is a book about a boy who is just trying to grow up, find his place in the world, figure out where his loyalties lie, and to find people who will really care for him and know him in the process. It's also a little bit about living a sacrificial life as well, and what is going to give us the most meaning. I really loved reading The Assassin's Apprentice. I'm already on the second book in the series, The Royal Assassin, and I am looking forward to just reading through the whole realm of the Elderlings this year. I'm gonna try to read at least one book a month, and then I will probably in the future do more spoilery chats about the books. Thank you so much for watching my review. I will see you all next time. Bye.